Okay. Are we back? I think we're back. Oh, fucking lights are flashing. Everything's going wrong. Goodness. Protection now. Alright. I don't know how much of that we actually got to see. So we'll have to find out. But yeah. Big oops. Tell you what we're gonna do. Let's do that. And center and fill. Up. Stitch to screen. There we go. Cool. And that way, I can kind of see my other bits, my notifications and all that kind of crap. My Discord. So yeah. Alright. Let's go. Right, so we can go to shop and buy some things. We can meet the staff. Which I think is the whole like developer thing. Hello. I hope you're back and ready to rock and roll. Let's just take a minute for people to come back in. Sorry about the connection. Ugh. My goodness. How dare invade my house. So what did we see at the last part of that? What were we seeing? How much of it did we actually see? This is a question, eh? Guess the other one is, how much are we actually seeing right now? Got funky bitrate going on. I don't know why. We got no VPNs, no proxies going on. No, we're just doing Discord things. Maybe it's the Discord. See if we're gonna disconnect from the Discord a bit. I know it was part of the appeal, but let's see if that fixes anything. Oh, it's gone even further down. Goodness. Get my advanced up. There we go. Okay, dynamic bitrate is now on. Give it a little refresh. We're looking excellent. Alright, you're looking lovely. There we are. Alright, shoulder massager. Could use one of them. Sorted cartridges. Daruma. I tell you what, if I move this to there, I can see chat. Yeah, that's a good idea. Beep. Oh, that's gonna get annoying, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm gonna start doing that. There's that. Cross chat start. Okay. We're just gonna keep it up. Right. Cool. Let us return. Okay. So we have 800, and it needs to be in our account by the 17th. It's the 14th, so we have 3 more levels, 3 more days, and then it'll take 800 out of our account. So, weren't you gonna have curry yesterday? Ghost took my money. Oh yeah, let's, do we have, can we buy anything? Like, can we buy something that's worth buying? And then we have a real plan. It doesn't actually let us buy any of that. Okay. Rebecca toy Turing. That's a good joke. That's a good joke. Okay. Yeah, I think. Oh, we can now browse Danger U and visit JC Elton's. I guess that's the shop. Okay. What's this? Danger U, dangerous opinions. Miki concert too. And our last friend, Anon, wants to confess her feelings to our best friend. Oh wait. Is this... It's like Reddit, right? Okay. Oh. Might have to put my eye drops in. Like an old man. And you say something, Jim? In the last thread. In the last thread. Anon wants to confess her feelings to her best friend. I still don't know. And how is she? I bet she's one of those cute, clueless girls who can't catch your signals. You could say that, but she can be incredibly sharp sometimes. So I was right. That's going to be difficult, now that you have to be direct and to the point. Oh, I'm afraid that's gonna be... I'm afraid that's gonna be the case here. Not that I'm actually in love. Stop! I'm going to marry Mickey! Stop being such an attention whore. We're here for Mickey. Come on, don't be mean. We just want to help a fellow Mickey sister. You don't have to fight because of me. It wasn't my intention to derail the thread. Don't pay attention to her. Everyone else wants to help you. I'm a guy. Now, who's the attention whore again? Huh. It's kind of difficult to know who's who in those. Local Woman, Local Hero. By Lana Smith. This morning, a suicide attempt was thwarted by an unidentified local woman. The incident occurred at the Artemis Wheel Mall, where people noticed someone was at the rooftop of the building. Firefighters were called as soon as their presence was noticed by pedestrians, but the person jumped off without notice. A mysterious rescuer. Just when the would-be suicide victim jumped off, a local woman was able to catch her mid-air and fled the scene before anyone could identify her.
Now, the mall is taking extra security measures. "70% of our readers consider shrimp ramen to be disgusting. They are wrong. I need another drink. I can't believe that. I'm outraged. I picked up the newspaper in the morning. I'm outraged. How dare they? How dare they?" You are going to also realize that when I stand up, the illusion of me being a bartender is going to be swiftly dispelled. So, just a moment. Okay. This is not really a surprise, but a lot of people seem to hate this particular brand of instant food. This is from a survey we conducted here at the Augmented Eye last month. We asked our readers to tell us their most hated dishes. And with a total of 6,000 votes, it looks like the market for shrimp ramen is reducing. That's good, because it sucks. You suck. Lana Smith. Is that what the... Yeah. Yeah, you suck. Whatever ghostwriter wrote this under the name Lana Smith. Shrimp ramen is nice when it's cooked the right way. I guess this is instant shrimp ramen, which I guess isn't the best. But hey, like, you know, it's instant ramen. You know, if you wanted good ramen, don't go instant. Right? Like, you can get good instant ramen. But that's like being like, oh yeah, I want caviar, so I'm gonna go out and, like, buy fish eggs. It's not the same. Like, caviar is specific. I think. I don't know. Don't eat caviar. I'm not posh enough. Come from the posh place, I'm not posh enough. So, there. What about this one? This is the actual interesting part, because this is about Alice Rabbit, which I think, if I remember right, is a character in the game. I think Alice Rabbit might be a dog. A dog, you say? Why not? After receiving brain enhancements, they're capable of learning at near human speeds. So, is it impossible to imagine a gifted dog who used their brilliance for programming? Makes a lot of sense, right? Well, maybe. Oh. That's not good. That's a little bit of a problem. I think someone got the heck. Oh dear. Right. To work then, I guess? Good evening. Hey, Jill. What? That's a sound you don't hear every day. Boss, what are you doing with that helmet? I was just about to ask you where it came from. A white knight came yesterday. She left and, well, she forgot to take it with her. I figured she'd eventually come looking for it, so I left it under the cat. Oh, wait. Do you regularly put things on without asking who they belong to first? I don't plan and evaluate every move, Jill. I just act. Ah. I don't plan any moves, apparently. There we go. Put you there. Put you there. I can put you here. One. There we go. Anyway, whoa, hello. Fucking Jesus. The lights are just like oons, 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 oons. Universe does not want me to stream, apparently. Fuck the universe, don't care. Anyway, as your boss, I'm taking this helmet until the client comes for it. You sound happy. Well, this helmet's comfortable and cool. And comfortable and cool and really, really cool. Hello. It's strange you're late, Gil. Yeah, the traffic was... Ah! Don't run, you have work to do. Oh, I'm not going back to Hong Kong. Hong Kong? Chief? Sorry, I thought you were someone else. Apparently. I'll leave the rest up to you. I'll detonate the Pluto warhead somewhere safe. The what? Where now? Nothing. Never mind. She seems happy. She's been tense the past couple of days. If she's somehow relaxed now, good. Are you all set? Yup. Alright. We're good. The fuck is happening with my webcam? So, oh. I'm so sorry if you have epilepsy and you watch this. I have no idea what the hell is happening. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix some things. There we go. I think that should be better. It's just a little lighting problem that made it sort of like a nightclub more than a bar. There we go. Alright. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey, Brad, you're in luck. I decided to bless this thing. Sorry, my mind, I looked at Chili and then immediately lost all interest. Yeah, have a drink as well. That's why I do his voice. His voice is quite gravelly. Hey, Brad, you're in luck again. Fuck. Hey, Brad, you're in luck. I decided to bless this place again. Luck, he says. Okay. It's also like from down here, so it can be quite. I need a little bit of room. Oh, Mr. Donovan. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you?
What do you think I want, kid?
Not even enough food for 4 at home? Aren't any drinks? Classic drinks. Beer. Here you go.
Yes, now that's what I call service.
That's good to hear. What brings you here today, Mr. Donovan?
Today we were supposed to hand the interns an article topic. All those crazy bitches came flocking to me like their first high schooler with a car. I couldn't deal with it. So I switched places with some poor sap. We were supposed to be doing an interview today, but to hell with that. And thanks for all that shit, I found myself here, blessing your hellhole with my presence.
You were here yesterday too. How did that come about?
There's this girl that's performing at a concert later tonight. Yesterday, I was turning the details of the interview I'd have with her today. And like I said, I'd rather work here than deal with the pack of competitive bitches.
I see. And how was the interview?
Easy enough. The fact the gal had a nice pair of knockers helped.
Cool. Cool. Not cool. Don't do this.
We've come a long way in the department of Linum sex appeal, I can tell you.
She was a Linum then.
Yeah, one of those new fancy King Class GA models. I heard they're anatomically correct in every way. Won't mind finding out about that for myself. Hey you! Guy with a John face.
Huh, me? What the hell's a John face?
Yeah, you. Do I know you?
I don't think so, sir.
No, I'm pretty sure I know you. Wait. It was the Hong Kong riots 10 years ago, right?
I've never been to Hong Kong. And I certainly didn't defect from any anti-riot force that's stealing supplies.
Really? That's a bummer. You look like a guy who owes me a drink.
You were in those riots, Mr. Donovan?
Do I look like some kind of anarchist hippie to you? 10 years ago, I tried to start a silicone business. So I was in Hong Kong, talking to some investors, but those damn riots broke out. Seriously though,
do they really think the laws were trying to pass without... They were trying to pass without... Blank.
They were openly trying to segregate people with augmentations. No matter how many they have different capabilities you put between, it's still segregation. Once the people start crying segregation like that, you're doomed. This is the PR century. If you're gonna do that, disguise it a bit.
That's a very laconic way of summarizing the incident. I mean, there was a political agenda revolving around cheap labor, and the plan was to reach such a developed stage because the media was instilling fear in the public. The general fear that augmented people would become power-hungry maniacs was a key factor in the plans. And everything is mostly the aftermath of previous protests where... On second thoughts, maybe it's better to be laconic. Trying to get the full picture might take you back beyond the Industrial Revolution. All that happened when I got out of high school. I remember I had to turn down a scholarship in Hong Kong because of all that.
Scholarship. That's not mean feet, Brad.
Well, I guess even without the scholarship, that would have been a language barrier. I remember I was kind of sad back then. I was really into this one Chinese idol band. It's one of those things I'd rather not remember much of.
You'll be surprised how easy Chinese can be.
So you know how to speak Chinese?
The only translator I had was some pizza-faced pencil neck.
He's talking about me.
I wasn't going to allow myself to be seen with that. If someone like me can learn Chinese in 2 weeks, well, I'm guessing a scholarship student might have a chance.
Why do I feel like he suddenly challenged me to finally learn Chinese? Chinese?
Wait,
When you say Chinese, do you mean Mandarin or Cantonese?
tangerine? Canto what?
When people say Chinese, they're usually referring to the written word, not the spoken one. It's important to clarify because there are a lot of dialects in the Chinese language. In Hong Kong, people speak Cantonese, but just saying Chinese won't do. You might have learned Cantonese because you were going to Hong Kong. Or you might have learned Mandarin because it's the one spoken by a majority elsewhere.
I went to Hong Kong and managed to seal the deal. I have no idea about anything else. Right. Anyways, surely a student with a scholarship can send me a Mars Blast too, right?
Sure, on it. Pizza with double cheese. And wait, no, this is a bar. Okay. Move on, Mars Blast. So, I've been lucky enough that I've never had to work in a place where I served any food. Because I am a horrible cook. I've literally burnt pasta before. There is nothing that you can do that will make me not fuck up any kind of food. A drink, maybe not, but I've never really done that. So, yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll believe your story.
Right.
Hey kid, I got wasted yesterday, so there's a certain protocol here. Would you mind telling me if I said anything someone could use against me in a court of law?
Unless complaining about your investors can be used as a legal weapon, I don't think so.
Oh good, fuck those sons of bitches. What did I tell you?
How they wanted unreasonable stuff, they feel like they have more power than you do, all that.
Oh yeah, I recall something like that. But then again, it seems to be something I say a lot when drunk. That and racial slurs in German.
Racial slurs and what?
Let me tell you something. There are people worse than your investors.
Who?
Your clients.
Excuse me?
Your readers. If you think clients are always right, then you're wrong. Unless I'm the client, that is. We live in an era where PR is the first and only word in anything. You can sell the shittiest of stuff, and people will buy it if you're the apple of their eyes. Make one fucking mistake and it's over for you. Suddenly you're a criminal. No chance of appeal. God forbid if they catch something you said out of context. A month ago, we had to clarify that we were talking about the animal in an article about cougars in nearby forests. All because we got a pack of 40-year-old divorced soccer moms crying about their feelings. They were having picnic parties in the same forest before they were and thought we were talking about them. God, I hope at least one of them gets eaten by that damn namesake. Yeah, it's funny when someone else hears it, but the smell of rosy perfume still makes my blood boil. Nowadays, no one can take a joke. They're always out for blood. You can't win. You will always offend somebody.
That's not true. Sometimes people are a little on edge, and I think that's just because it's really important to have a good understanding of who you are out there in the public, right? We all cultivate a sort of a public image. And so when you cultivate that public image, and someone says, actually, no, you're shit, then it can be hurtful. Like incredibly hurtful to us, even if it was a joke. You know, just the onus on cultivating a personality for yourself and carving that out of the internet causes us to maybe take things a little too seriously sometimes. So maybe just chill out. Just chill out. Yeah. Turns out my internet is having issues. I tested other streams, they lag too. Well, we've been having issues here as well. So it may not just be you. How's it going? You okay?
Oh, some take it graciously. Many just love feeling insulted. They relish the thought of ganging up against something. And those hypersensitive bastards are your clients. They're the ones you have to target. I'm a goddamn newspaper. The whole point is to represent the news in the most neutral way possible. Being offended by a newspaper is like being angry at the mirror.
Sure, let's go with that. I mean, it's not like he's totally wrong, but every single publication, newspaper, book, what have you, all of it is bias, right? Even if it's not intentional bias, it's unconscious bias, right? If you like a certain thing, that certain thing will be reflected. Yeah, I don't know what it's been like. I've had I think multiple sort of restarts, and my bitrate was like, way, you know, unstable. But at the moment, it seems to be back. I don't know what did it. So, but yeah, no, like bias in newspapers, bias in everything is apparent. And it's just something you have to navigate. You know, you can't always believe everything that someone says at face value. I have a bias. You have a bias. Everyone has biases. But we can put those aside and enjoy things like video games. Hearing it from him is kind of...
Damn, look at the time. I need to get back to work soon.
Really?
I just finished an interview, and it must be posted as soon as possible. The fact that we're posting it after the chick finished a concert is enough of a problem already.
Something delayed the interview?
The interview was supposed to happen last Friday. One of the interns, this meek little girl, was supposed to do it, but for some fucking reason, just didn't do it. Spent 2 days negotiating something else instead.
Negotiating? Did you have to pay or something?
Basically, when that encore concert happens, I need to plaster that chick's face all over the front page.
I see.
Okay then, one last drink before I leave. Give me something better to wake me up.
Sure. Lead actor of the Night of the ID Snatcher's name was... I can always remember it. That was always annoying. Alright? Like, being halfway through, like, serving a customer... Because I have done, like, a retail job, right? Being halfway through serving a customer and there being an intrusive thought that you can't really do much about, that sucks. Because like, you want to be professional, you want to serve the person, you're talking to them. And if they're clearly not the kind of person that's interested, you really can't engage on that level, right? But sometimes, you know, you find that you do, and, you know, you have a bit of a chat and then you come back in, you know, just because you were nice to them. Yeah. It's always a good idea. Purple Hair, you had an idea, you had a thing you wanted to talk about in the chat, a rant. I'm on day 2 now, so is that enough time for you to give the rant, or you want me to play more? Because I'm interested. What did he want again? See? It's that kind of thing. God, what did he want again? He wanted something better. Let's get him. Yeah, that'll wake him up. It's manly, burns the throat. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I don't know, negative, positive, anything. This is an open forum, an open discussion. If you want to say what you want to say, you say it. Here.
Yeah, this works just fine. You know, I feel like I should compensate the poor bastard that took the heat today.
Oh.
Yeah, that kid Joel, Gene, Guillermo, Hirohito, I can't remember his name. That kid's always gushing about that idol I interviewed. I can't remember anyone for shit, but he's annoying enough to make me remember him. So, I don't know, I feel like I cock-blocked him big time by taking his gig away. Worst of all, I left him to fend off a pack of crazy bitches. And that's something I wouldn't wish on anyone, not even my worst enemies. Oh, well, maybe two of them.
You're sounding so considerate right now.
I'm no saint, kid, but I'm a man.
He's a man. He's a man with a man's... Oh, fuck. What's that song? Oh, that's really gonna bug me now. Oh, there was a song. I can't remember what it... It's in my head. It's a Queen song, I think. Is it Flash Gordon? Yes, it's the Flash Gordon. No man but the purified Gordon way. Oh, yeah. Anyway. I can't remember the lyrics to it well enough, but it's just like halfway there, I guess. What if it's your dad?
Did I stutter?
Maybe you can get him tickets or something.
Nah, see, that'd mean he'd be off work. I'd even be my beck and call tonight. I've seen that brat talk to no end about her, so I know. I'll let him write about her somewhere else in the newspaper. Give him the food critics call him shit anyways. So fucking nice. I'm out, kid.
Thank you. Please come again. That'd be something interesting to see, I guess. That was tiring. Hey Jill, I think we might have a problem. Don't tell me. Yep, can't take the helmet off. Yeah, funny. Very funny. Did you check the internet for help? How to take off a Valkyrie type White Knight helmet is not precisely a common query, you know? I could break it, but I don't want to damage a client's property. Well, what? What? Did you run out of air? I just realized you served a Valkyrie in Valhalla. Shit, don't scare me like that. I don't think you can run out of air with this helmet. What are you going to do? I know someone that might help me. I'll give her a call. Let's see, where is the number? Oh, here it is. Hey, Iris, I need some unclogging advice. Iris? I've heard Chief call her a number of times. Maybe she's a friend. More importantly, will Chief be fine? She will. Even if there's no God or Buddha, you can always trust Boss. Yeah, let's hope you're right. Might be a little long text. I need to provide some context. Writing it on Notepad to proof of typos. Hey, look, you talk how you like. Talk how you like. Take as long as you want. Just so you know, I think if it is working, let me just double check here. Yeah, okay. So it is. We do have cross chat enabled, so it is going to go in the Discord as well. If you wanted to put it on Discord, it will appear in the chat. So if that's a better place for you to write it, then you do it there, and it will get displayed in the chat. So yeah, it's on the DEADHAUNT channel. If you scroll on down to creator specific and go to the Twitch Discord cross chat, you can put it in there if you want. Might help. Not sure. Maybe not. But you can put text and things like that, and text. You can put images and things like that in there if you need to provide those for context, and I'll take a look. All right. Back to the game. Yeah, let's hope you're right. Hey, honey. Can you see me? Dorothy. Yeah, I can see you. Why? Really? Man, did they sell me the wrong stuff? Who sold you what? Jill, I'm gonna go out for a bit to buy a screwdriver and bacon, and... Are you talking to yourself again? No, I'm not. Hello! Oh, hello, Dorothy, wherever you are. I'll be back in a bit, then. She didn't see you? Oh, I get it now. They sold me a Vic jammer, not an optic camouflage system. Care to explain? Have you seen those pics or videos of someone stripping or undressing? Have you, chat? Have you? I'm kidding. Everyone does it, don't worry. And if they don't do it, then they don't do it, and that's a choice. But a lot of people see those kind of videos, don't worry. But I mean the ones where the clothes are the only thing you can see and the other person is invisible. Come again? There's people out there with a fetish for invisible people. But you can only see a few articles of clothing floating about. I was trying to find something that would let me cater to that fetish, but my contact misunderstood my request. I asked him to bring me something that would make me invisible, and he did. But I'm only invisible to cameras. Even then, wouldn't your clothes be invisible too with such a jammer or something? You have a point. Oh well. I'll work something out. Maybe I'll get a nano camo module. Nano camo? Haven't you heard of nano camo? They're a military technology company recently branched to civilian appliances. They use nanotechnology to make fabric or other materials that take any color or texture you want. You can order a module from them and change the color of clothes, walls, or tables with it. Tables. Changing table. Could you imagine? Oh. The brilliant drapery that you could do. Changing the color of a table. You could just change the color of the table every time your friends come around. And not tell them. Oh, priceless. They come around one week, it's blue. Come around the next week, it's green. Red. Purple. Cyan. Whatever. You just change it. Don't make it change while they're there, and just see if they notice. Am I a horrible person? Maybe. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll look it up. What does it have to do with what you want, though? If I remember correctly, they have a module that makes things almost invisible to the human eye. It was quite pricey last time I checked, though. Almost. To the human eye? Well, it's not perfect. If you move, there'll be an eerie surroundings-coloured blob. And we let them see things differently. So that's ineffective against us. Still, it might be what I need. Now, what was that about talking to yourself again?
Lady, why are you trapped? Why are you trapped in box? Must have, lady.
Google Chrome, stop. Nothing important. What are you having? I'm in a good mood. To give me a piano woman.
Sure. Sure thing.
Ooh. We don't want that. Alright. Boom. Alright. Piano woman, right? What was it? Piano woman is not a girly drink. That's interesting. Oh, it needs to be aged. TikTok, TikTok. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3. There we go. One piano woman. Thanks. I love these ones, you know. I keep them for special occasions when I'm feeling good or I need to get out of a slump. And today? Today I feel good. That's nice. Okay then, how's this for a bonus payment? Oh, the ticket from Friday. I can't believe I still remember that. That guy was so nice in giving it to me. Too bad it was filled to the brim with dogs. I would have enjoyed the drink here otherwise. I don't think this ticket should be valid. But then again, they were improvised, so there isn't really a contract involved or anything. Yes, I know. Go to notification settings. Off. You know? If you're lonely enough to start talking to yourself, we could hit an arrangement. Keep me fed, and I'll keep you company. You'll still need to pay if you want to get naughty, though. I think I'll pass. I already have a cat that does all that. Do you pay him to... Finish that sentence, and I'll make sure you truly become invisible. Fine. Consider this a standing offer, though. Oh, hey, John. Ah, Dorothy. Didn't see you here last Friday. I was dealing with some other stuff over the weekend. And Monday. Yeah. Was that a girl? I wish. What did you do? What did you do? I'd rather not talk about it. Hey, honey, what did you do? Gil's been a complete mystery for as long as I've known him. His past is like a nebulous mass that tries to bite him every once in a while. Nebulous? You hear so much random stuff, it's hard to make connections about what happened when. And you know, people lie. Does your boss know about it? She said, I'm not one to judge. Seems like she knows what the hell's going on. But I think I'm better off not knowing. And it's really not necessary. And it's a pain to think about. I'm right here, you know. Did I tell any lies? No, but... never mind. Oh yeah, about your boss. Why was she wearing a helmet? She found it, put it on. Now she's stuck. Oh. Yeah, randomly putting on stuff you find is problematic. No shit. I mean, there's this girl that wanted to see if she could use a glass bottle as a... yeah, no. Bit too early for those stories, don't you think? Nope. By the way, it's weird that I didn't see you yesterday. I have a job too, you know. Yeah, but you usually come before you start. Oh, did you miss me that much? Yesterday was a bit different. I worked the entire day. I don't know if I should ask. Oh, it was weird, but not kinky weird. The guy paid me to spend all day pretending to be his daughter. Really? Yeah, I go to his house at like 11 AM, dress as requested, and spend all day there. Play some games, occasionally tell him I love him, go to bed when ordered, and leave. Nothing sexual. I used to expect him to push me against the ground and have his way with me. But after 3 years, it's unlikely that'll happen. 3 years? Ah, so she and Ingram are a thing. Well, that he pays her to be his daughter. That's weird. That's weird. Yeah, one day a year for 3 years now. Oh, but last year he wanted me to play the part on his daughter's birthday. Wait a second. Does he have a daughter or not? Had? Seems she died 4 years ago. Oh. That's even weirder, if I'm honest. That's not a healthy way of dealing with grief. Yep. I seem to attract that kind of people for some reason. What kind of people? Nobody, I said nothing. Give me a mood blast. Sure. Oh, we had that text already. Game's getting repetitive. What did she want again? Fuck, Moonblast, right? There we go. Here. There's something interesting about this drink. I don't actually like it, but I can't stop drinking them. It tastes like a bit of sugar drowned in pure alcohol. Small wonder why you feel like that. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Yes, I'm single, and I don't mind that you're a girl. Do you actually mind what anyone is? Not at all? Anyway, it's not about that. Do all DFC 72s look like kids? Yes and no. Out of factory we look like kids because of our development needs to be as close to human as possible. Then you look like babies outside the factory? Nope. I refreshed DFC-72 looks about 10 to 13. It makes it easier to upgrade later. Upgrade? Ooh, okay. Alright. Hold on. We've got the hot take. Okay. Where are we? Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. Alright. Cool. Getting put on blast, Purple Hair. I hope that's alright. I'm gonna read this out. So okay. Story time. Ooh. Story time for some context. I saw a fan game that was basically a copy of this, and it had nice and comfy vibes and music. The music was so good that I looked up the artist. Then I see that the game was a copy of this, so I looked for the original and wanted to play it. If that fan game was so good, then the original must have been even better. I was all for a comfy and relaxing game that it was advertised as. The game even says so in the beginning. You even get to check. It's like which tracks you want to play to make sure you like being played. Then the NPCs will tell you that the music you picked is really good. Which at first sounds like a compliment to the player for picking good music, but from my experience explained afterwards, it turned into a compliment for the developer instead. Yeah, I guess if you're playing a game and someone made the game and you get to pick the music, but you don't get to pick all of the songs, like, apropos of nothing, they're all from the soundtrack, then I guess it's really just you're talking about the fact that the actual artist, which in some cases is who composed the music, which I don't think is the case in this scenario. Not sure, but I don't think so. I think there is a guy that composed the music for this one, but yeah. The problem was, though, it was not a single track that didn't become annoying after a minute or two. I believe that there were some that would be unlocked later, but my first impression was kind of bad. The other game had perfect music without giving you a wide selection of tracks, while this one didn't have good enough music, even with a wide selection from the start. Also, at times, I felt the writing was a bit cringe. Oh. Okay, great. And these two completely killed the vibe this game was going for, and I stopped playing. I have no memory of how far I made it. I think maybe day 4. See if you get that on stream. Yeah, I mean, so for me, when I first played it, I found that yes, there are a few tracks that just don't hit. And when you start out, you don't have some of the tracks that I'm even playing, which does mean that you have to just whack whatever you want on there. And it kind of doesn't let you play as you want, because you have to put 12 in to start the jukebox. So you're kind of forced to listen to some tracks that you might not want to hear. Now, for me, I have a quite vast sort of musical taste, and so like there's very few songs that I can't vibe to, right? Which sometimes does lead my taste to be a bit sort of, I wouldn't say divisive, you know. It doesn't mean that I have like problems sharing music with people, but it does mean that sometimes if I'm playing something at an event, or if I've got the aux in some social situation, sometimes the stuff that I will play that is regularly in on my headphones a lot just doesn't hit. And it's the same with this game. I think there are some tracks that don't quite fit, especially if we're going for the comfy setting. Like, this is okay, but like I believe it's March of the White Knights and like stuff like that doesn't really work if you're, you know, going for the comfy vibe, right? Because it's like an action track. If it was a nightclub, then it might be a bit better, because obviously you're gonna get moments in the night where you want to have doom 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 doom, you know, you want to have like energy. But this is a bar, and it's quite clearly like the characters are calling it comfy as well. So yeah, no, I get you there. Yeah, like I was saying, they advertise it as like nice and comfy, but they don't hit that mark because it's fast paced. You know, some of the tracks have sort of chord progressions that are sort of not that way. It's an interesting point for music as well, in general. That there are going to be certain chord progressions that work well for describing certain things, like you know, there are common progressions in church music, and those sort of progressions in other songs, other than, you know, choral hymns and things like that, they sort of elicit that kind of group response, right? That kind of idea that there is a sort of church, right? A religious connotation to what's happening. And the same is true for certain other progressions, which are, you know, for an ending, for example. You know, we find that going from the fourth to the tonic, so the first note is the tonic, so then the fourth note would be sort of, if you go from first to fourth, that's going up, and then going back down would be the ending of the song, right? We're going back to tonic, we're going back to the start. And yeah, like there are certain ways to progress your chords that are sort of antagonistic, that imply action. And then there are ways of doing it that imply a softness and a stillness. And if you're not careful, the tracks that you make aren't necessarily going to be the same vibe as the ones that are, you know, the vibes that are suggested. Anyway, musical discussion over. I am going to go back to the game. But thank you for sharing your opinions, Pebble. That was very interesting. How are we? There we are. And yeah, I do agree. For the most part, like there are tracks in this that are definitely not chill. But again, actually, sorry to like get stuck on it. When you're thinking about it in the eyes of someone who is a business owner, there are going to be points in the night where there are going to be more people, right? Or in my case, there were points in the day, right? I used to I used to work in a retail store. Not going to tell you which one, what kind, doesn't matter really. But the point is that I used to work in one, and I used to control a lot of the music that used to get played. And the target audience of this place was young people. You know, like it's not a place where you'd expect, you know, everyone to have to go to. There's a certain, you know, sort of the stuff we sell, or used to sell. I don't work there anymore. But the stuff that we used to sell, and sort of just the way that the company marketed itself, there was not a big onus on being sort of open to everyone, even though we were open to everyone. But, you know, there's a niche market, right? And if we're not catering to our niche, we were catering to. Yeah, and our niche was young people. And so, you know, we'd have meme songs, we'd have things like that on. And when we'd be at points in the day where there are more people, then, you know, I might try and cater us to, you know, stuff going fast, you know, the faster tracks and stuff like that. Because not only will it make people sort of decide their stuff a little quicker, you know, try and, you know, get through things a little quicker, but it will also increase the energy, you know, of the people that are working there. You know, there's a lot to be said for the right music at the right time. And because this plays it on a sort of loop where you don't get to choose, I think that's probably it. I think that's probably where a lot of the issues really come from. Is that, and I can sit here for ages and Dorothy's not going to get upset. That's probably the other reason why that sort of thing comes about. But you know, it's a valid opinion, and yeah, that's fair enough. And yeah, some of the writing is a bit cringe, but I think that, again, that's because it's a bar, and it kind of conveys that kind of cringiness that you get from people who are perhaps not people you would normally talk to. But no, good points. Good points. Like this, for example, like kid androids. I'm not super comfortable with it, but it's what's in front of me, right? Once the DFC-72 passes 3 maturity tests, it can opt for a factory upgrade. Set upgrade alters its body to something older. Some go for it, some don't. Will you go for it? I don't know. Right now, I'm a rarity. You don't find many like me in my line of work, so I have an advantage. I really need that advantage, you know. How so? When people hire me, half the time it's not because I'm me. The amount of role-playing I have to do on a normal night is ridiculous. So if I stop looking underage, I'll lose my advantage over everyone else. Yeah, you see, this is the kind of stuff you were talking about, right? Instantly comes in with the... Yeah. Yeah, I mean... I've dealt with people who are cringy, and I've also had moments in my life that I'm not super proud of, but moments in my life where I've sort of been enraged at a customer, and for their views, and you know, whilst I'd like to believe that it's a good thing that I did that I corrected them, it's not my place to. And it doesn't solve anything. They're still like that. So, but yeah, no, it is something that you kind of have to take on, and I guess in a way, it's also because we're playing this in a cyberpunk dystopia. There are some morality things that get sort of swept to the side, or more accurately, are swept to the side by the society in the game, not so much by everyone else. So if I stop looking underage, I lose my advantage over everyone else. I didn't think about it that way. Should I think about it at all? I mean, maybe I'll go through with it if I ever decide to retire or something. But right now, I'm just fine the way I am. I see. Good evening, Gil. Welcome to... Does that happen a lot? Not really. It would happen less if Jill would just let people call her Jules. Call me Jules, and I'll make sure every time you sit, you'll hear the cling of your shaker. Fine, fine. I'll be with you in a minute, Jamie. Just let me finish here. Sure, no worry. Hello, sailor. Hello, young lady. Just call me Dorothy. You're Jamie, right? Nice to meet you, Dorothy. Hey, let me buy you a drink. Oh, I couldn't let you do that. I insist. I got a hefty bonus the other day. Today I'm in a good mood. I suppose it'd be impolite of me to reject. Sure, I'll take you on your offer. Yay! Honey, I'll have a big sunshine cloud. I'll be fine with just a gut punch. Come on, don't be stingy. Ask for something more expensive. I'd rather not. Man, that girl puts me on edge with the way she addresses people. Okay then, let me get your orders. I'm glad she did that, because I may have forgotten. Alright, so Sunshine Cloud. Alright, so Sunshine Cloud, 2 of them. The one thing I will say, again, sorry to like beat a dead horse, we're like talking about this game a lot. I like this part of the game. This is the part of the game that I enjoy. Is the actual like mechanics of it, and the fact that like I don't get to make any choices. It is all drink based. So I would be really interested in playing that that fan made version, if you're interested in providing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Right. Actually, you know what? Let's just fucking do that. Yeah, I think we're good. So that's aged and mixed. So aged and next. Bam. Okay. And then this one needs to be. Where are we at? Yeah, it's the kind of thing that, like, I think maybe I would have been able to do if I were, again, more dexterous. But yeah, okay. Here you go. Is this your, I don't know what I'm doing, so I have this order? I had restaurants do that from time to time. You don't seem to be too upset by it. Because I really like this one. Hey Dorothy, may I ask you something private? Not Twitch friendly. Oh no. Well, I mean, I'd still be interested in playing it sometime. Maybe not on Twitch, but yeah. It sounds cool. There was also, I remember, there was one particular game that it basically had you, like, repairing hands, like cyberpunk hands, like prosthetics, and that was awesome. I really wish that that was a full game, and I can't remember if it ever got made into one, but it was awesome. But it's like a Flash game, played like probably a decade ago now. But yeah, that was really good. If you need a price list, I have a convenient card with updated fees. I give you a discount if you pay for the room or invite me to dinner. No, thank you. It's not about that. Then go ahead. I don't think you can ask me something I haven't been asked before. Is it true that the DFC-72 line leaves tracking nanomachines in the other person after they violate every hole in your body, regardless of its original purpose? Yeah. That's a semi-myth that nobody has tried to dispel. It's true, but also not true at the same time. Care to explain? We do have tracking nanomachines, but they're released when the body enters alert mode. When we're being assaulted or the like. That way authorities can chase down the attacker. It's kind of buggy though. I've heard stories of DFC-72s who marry and get nervous on their wedding night and bam! Their partners end up spending the honeymoon in wait, yeah, but hang on, no. If you were doing the deed and like your splooge is like police juice. Police juice. I can't believe I said that. I've said the two words police juice. I don't know if this stream is friendly for Twitch, to be honest. But no, like, if that was the case and they beat down your door and arrest your husband, wouldn't you say something? Wouldn't you, like... Thanks. Yeah, wouldn't you, like, just, you know, not press charges? Because they're your husband now? Anyway. I see. And besides, I modded myself so that if any tracking nanomachines were still being released, I'd have to commend their tenacity, to be honest. There's also this urban myth that those nanomachines help improve performance, but that's just silly. Now I get to ask you something. Sure, go ahead. How much of you is still organic? Just enough that my skin still heals over time. Come on, you know that's not what I mean. I'll tell you that and nothing more, little lady. Fine, see if I care. Honey, I'm going. I'll leave you with the meanie. Thank you, please come again. My girl's someone else, though. She's so earnest about what she does, it's kind of hard not to root for her. She also has no qualms about anything whatsoever, and that becomes a problem from time to time. Okay, I'm done here. Right, I'm gonna go and take my... Girl! I need your girly hands here for a second. Coming. Sorry, can you take care of him while I help her? Sure, no problem. I apologize if I'm taking time from your break. Nah, don't worry. Sorry you'll have to deal with me. You're no problem, Jill. Yeah, but usually you seem to have a blast when Gil's the one serving you. Anyway, do you want something else? Can you make me a mouth blast? That I can. Oh shit, I dozed off. See, okay. That is something that you don't really, like, not many places talk about it, right? So, for me, when I worked my retail job, most of my breaks, which were generous, they were longer than what was mandated by the government that you were meant to have. Like double so. But I used to take those breaks and I used to just sleep because I used to work a lot. And so I still work a lot, but I work a lot in a different capacity. And so like it used to be that I would go out, get lunch, eat the lunch, and because I've eaten lunch, I fall asleep. I fall asleep pretty much anywhere. I while we were doing the Fantasy Star Universe stream, I almost fell asleep multiple times. Like you can actually see it on the VOD if you look at that'd be I think episode 6. Definitely with one of the ones with New Days, I almost like face hits the keyboard. It just happens. You know, you work so hard. Anyway, what did this guy want? He wanted a... Oh, what do you want? Job, what do you want? Is there anyone in chat that can help? What do you want? I've forgotten. What did he want? Did he want a gut punch? No, he didn't want a gut punch. What did he want? Oh god. He wants... Oh, fuck, what did he want? What did he want? He wanted something. He wanted something. Did he want a pile driver? No, he didn't want a pile driver. Oh, no. What did he want? What did he want? Oh, no, no, no. What did he want? Was it a Mars Blast? I think it was a Mars Blast. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of them. 4 of them. One of them. Blended. It's difficult. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of them. All blended. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Yeah. Ah, we did it. We did it. Flawless service. Better than mine, none. Just like war. Shit, alright. Have you been to war? Life's a war. We fight every day, Jill. So you haven't been to war? Not to an official one, at least. There's something I've been wondering for a while now. What could that be? First, it was how a professional assassin could be so polite and pleasant to be around. But I guess your line of work doesn't have to be any bearing on your personality. Thanks a lot. What I've often wondered is how can you be so calm here? Aren't you worried about police or the like? Well, first of all, I try to keep everything as clean as possible. Second, I don't come here looking for trouble. I don't raise suspicion. Finally, You can thank your boss for easing my mind about other folks. My boss? I've seen what she's done. I feel safe here. She could take care of things if I went haywire. Haywire? You? Don't mind that. Hard not to mind if you just said it. Yeah. Yeah, when the cyborg is like, oh yeah, I'm an assassin. Also, sometimes I'll glitch out just a little bit. Big red flags. You wouldn't happen to know how she got a mechanical arm, would you? I heard she lost her original fighting a cyborg wrestler that had gone rogue. Just a rumor, though. Damn, still don't know them. Have you tried asking her? She told me it's more interesting if it's left a mystery, which leads me to believe that she might have started some of the rumors herself. Never believable because it's her. Maybe I'll see that in action one day. You should. It's quite the show. Good news, Jill. The helmet came off. You can take your break. Finally. It's always a pleasure, Jamie. Thank you, Jill. Boss, break. Alright. Let's have a little bit of a break. I'm going to eat some of this chili. You got a favourite dish? What's your favourite dish? For me, it's chili. It's a soul food. I remember my mum used to make chili. And it was a banging chili, like proper good stuff. She still does, but obviously I don't live there now, so. But yeah, used to be my nice, like sort of chill out food, you know, or like well done, you know. It was a good one, you know, and like. I don't know, I kind of do it a disservice because this is from a can. This is stag chili, but I put a little something in there. I put a little smoked paprika. Put a little. Well, I tried MSG because someone gave me a big tub of it. And it's tasting all right. So, but yeah. But when I actually had I have breaks on my job now, but I take chili in with me. But my retail job, I used to go to McDonald's quite a lot, which was easier because you live with your parents, you don't pay as much rent, not as much as I do now, and so yeah, it just works out that you don't have to pay as much, so therefore you can spend more on junk food. So it's McDonald's most days until I realised that was bad for me, and that it was kind of affecting me a little. So eventually I ended up eating a lot of sushi. At first I was just like, it's kind of the same as streaming. At first I was just like, not very good at it. I tried using the chopsticks and they just fall out. And now I have my own set of chopsticks. And when I eat sushi, I generally don't drop it. But yeah, no, it's just you got to keep doing it. That's the only thing. Got to keep doing it. Break over. They always end too quickly. Watch her cleaning the chicken buckets she throws out. Everyone can smell the spice from a mile away. Keeping it as is. You can take a couple minutes more, you know. I'm fine, thanks. How did you get the helmet off? Turns out the release button was jammed with ashes. Whoever owns that helmet made sure to use it to the point of voiding the warranty. Keep it safe in case she comes back, okay? Sure. Now, take it away from me before I feel compelled to put it on again. Right. Yes, it's open. Great. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh. Good evening. What kind of place is this? Did I step into some kind of afterlife? Do you often enter places not knowing what they are? Sorta? Kinda? Yeah? Well, this is a bar. A bar? Nice, nice. What can I get you? I don't know. I don't drink that much, to be honest. What do you recommend for me? What do you normally enjoy? I like tea. That's not something I can work with. What about flavors? Bitter, but not too bitter? Sorry if that's too confusing. So bitter, but not too much. Maybe something bitter and girly? Bitter and girly? Huh. My ex isn't there. Nah, that's... yeah. Funny haha joke. But seriously, not funny. But it was an intrusive thought and I did it, so there you go. Okay. So we want something girly. We want something bitter. That's soft. It's a Moonblast? No, that's girly and happy. Sparkle Star? No, sweet. Fluffy. Alright. Ah, okay. Sunshine Cloud. Good to know. And that's 2, 3, 4. Alright. On the rocks and blended. Shaka shaka. There we go. Try this. Yep. That'll do just fine. Thanks. You don't look like you're from around here. What will you buy, miss? I'm the star that always shines in the dark night sky. I'm the glow that will guide you through your sorrow. I'm the northern light that will show you your dreams. I'm Kira Mickey. I'm Kira Mickey. Oh, I realized that that was not the kind of voice that should have been. It sounded more like Ant and Dec. I'm Kira Mickey. Welcome to Ant and Dec's Takeout. So, should I call you Miss Nikki or Miss Kira? No, you're not getting it. I'm just Kira Mickey. Here, let me help you. I'll say Kira, and you say Mickey, okay? Okay. Kira! Mickey? No. Put more spirit into it. Kira! Mickey? Almost there. Kira! Mickey! Kira! Mickey! Kira! Mickey! Kira! Mickey! Did you say it at home? I hope you said it at home. I hope you said Mickey at home as loud as you could. Although, alternatively, I hope that the police are not on their way after you screamed Mickey at the top of your lungs at 11 o'clock in the night. I'm not responsible for your actions. That's it. Are you feeling it? Kira! Oh god. Mickey! Kira! Mickey! Kira! Mickey! And don't you ever forget it. Oh What the hell am I doing out here?
Where were we, Jamie? Right, I was telling you.
Wow, you're good. Thank you. It's nice to know that I still have it. It's telling me I have vastly different amounts of viewers on both things. That's not useful at all. Alright. It's nice to know that I still have it, especially since I have a concert in a bit. Concert? Wait, you're the Linum that's putting on the concert tonight? I'm one Linum who's putting on a concert tonight? I don't know if I'm the same Linum you're looking for. What are you doing all the way out here? Well, they were making last preparations for the concert, so I snuck out. My producer was always not obnoxious while that's going on, so I just decided to leave. I saw one of the concert posters outside and decided to check this place. Just that? Isn't that a bit dangerous? Won't your producer be mad when you go back? He will, but it's not the first time I've done this. And he still needs me to do the concert anyway. I see. How big is the concert? Well, we planned for a bit over 100,000 people and sold out fast. So we managed to secure ourselves another show in a couple of weeks. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I don't have as many fans as other performers, but mine are very loyal and that's nice. Just like mine. Over 100,000 is not many? Then what exactly is? Hold on then. Based on your little demonstration from before, I should call you Miss Mickey, right? You don't get it. Let's start from the top. I'll just call you Miss Idol then. Oh, I like that. You can call me Eli, because that's actually it's not my name. My real name is Elliot. But I like to be called Eli because it's shorter. And my mum used to say Elliot when I did something wrong, and it always used to just, you know how your mum can do that to you, where it just like goes, it triggers you. It's like like back there, like, oh, I shouldn't do that, you know, like I did something wrong. Hey, do you have anything soft? Soft? As in alcohol free? No, I meant soft as in soft. Soft? Let's see what I can get you. Alright, the order was I'd like to say a rabbit. Tell you what's soft. Where are we? Yeah. One of these will make all of your teeth turn blue. I hope you brushed them well. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of those. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Or aged and mixed. Try this. Yeah, this will do it, thanks. Hey, have you considered being more theatrical when mixing drinks? Huh? Yeah, you know, like spitting bottles and lighting drinks on fire, that kind of stuff. When I was in college, I tried to go to a party once. The bartender who tried those tricks gave me a nasty bump on the forehead when the bottle slipped his hand. So those kind of theatrics usually feel pointless and seem to slow down the process of actually making a drink. Yeah, but never underestimate the power of putting on a good show. It can feel incredible and be very rewarding, you know? I'll keep it in mind. Hey, is this glass important? Depends on why you're asking. Do you want me to sign it? Oh, sure, I guess. No guessing. Are you sure or not? Yeah, do as you please. Okay then. Who should I make it out to? And maybe for my boss? I wonder if Gil would like it though. Your name, girl? Oh, for Jill then. For Jill. Never lose your star, from Kira Mickey. Oh, that's a pretty autograph. Thanks. No, thank you. I'm guessing someone with many fans as you has their fair share of stalkers, right? Well, there are two kinds of people that obsess over me. There are the shy ones that follow me everywhere, hiding just out of sight. And then there's my fan club. What's the difference between them? The fan club follow me around a lot too, but they usually keep a distance. Actually, I think they're waiting outside for me right now. I see. They're also very organized. They'd make pretty good soldiers. The others, the stalkers, are a bit sneaky and don't act in groups. I'm guessing those stalkers must be bothersome, huh? Actually, they're not that bad. Stalkers are nice when you get to use them. They're not. Okay? So a stalker is not a good thing. Okay? If it gets to the point of stalking, that's not the same as having an interest. That's not the same as trying to spark a conversation. That is just like, they're in the places that you expect them to be. They try to add you on places that you're not particularly comfortable with people knowing about, or like it was crazy that they found you there, that kind of thing. Right? It is not good. Like my Instagram, I understand people will like add and follow because whatever. But if people started adding me on Facebook, that's a no-no. That's a no-no. That's a nope. We don't do that. I remember one once protect me from being mugged. There's another that breaks into my house once a week to make me breakfast. No. You do not make me breakfast. I don't even eat breakfast. That's a bad thing. But, no, don't do that. Whatever you do, don't do that. And she fails to see the problem. I just wish they'd leave my underwear drawer the same way they find it. I take pride in how neatly I organize my underwear, you know. I take pride in my old liquor cabinet collection, so I guess it's the same. No, wait, it isn't. Yeah, you get me, Jill. Okay, one more drink before I go. By now the stage should be all organised, so the fallout should have settled. Isn't it a bit late for a concert? It's part of my gimmick. I always make concerts go from night till dawn. In this one, I'm supposed to close with a song called Sunshine Stone. If everything goes as planned and the weather forecast is accurate, the sun should come up just as I reach the climax of the song. I'd be depressed if they asked for Your Love Is a Drug as an encore though. That sounds nice. Hey, I need to make people feel their tickets are worth a ridiculous price, you know? Hey, welcome back, Pebbler. How's your little break? I hope you're well. Don't you think it sucks to pay for something only to find out you shouldn't have bothered? Yeah, one time I bought some expensive coffee in this one cafe. It tasted like filthy water with cream. I don't even know if it was a coffee or the girl that served it, but it was bad. Man, that sucks. Speaking of which, do you have anything better? I really need to wake myself up. Let's see what I can do for you. Oh, well, that's good. It's important to do things that are important. And I'm glad that you are well. The bra strap itching is not a good thing. Something better. Yeah. So the landing bay is welcome in general in terms of text, or you can put it in the glad stuff bit if you want. Or you can put it in the Twitch chat and it will appear in the Twitch Discord cross chat thing. So it's up to you. Or you could DM me it if you want. Yeah, what are we gonna make? We're gonna make something better, right? Such a cloud gut punch. Yeah, sunshine cloud. I guess that's kind of why she talked about that. Yeah, no worries. There we go. Shake it, maker. Boom. There we go. Try this. Yeah, this works. So how is it? It could be a bit sweeter, but it's delicious. You could put put it in the Twitch stuffs as well. So the Twitch stuffs has all of the like how do you want to put it? The Twitch stuffs has alerts for people who are streaming. And then the one in creator specific there will actually, you can see it posts it in the chat there, which if you want to, I can delete. If you'd rather it not go into there, because it does show your ID, I just see. So, up to you. Let's see if I can put myself somewhere that isn't so like it doesn't disturb everything else. Maybe up here. Yeah, because then you can see the text. That's probably a bit better. Yeah, I'm not like a huge fan of Discord servers having just like one big general chat, just because it's a bit too vague. So yeah, I know, right? It's a weird thing to think about. But like, just moving myself up a bit allows you to see a little bit more of the rest of it. Although it does mean that I am going to end up like in the way a little bit. But if I put myself like over on the other side, then I might end up. Oh no! Wait. Yeah. But it doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, actually, you know what? We can sort this. We can sort this all out. Oh, that's... I'm glad you can't see that. I just turned myself upside down. Where are we? Vertical... Horizontal. Yeah, that works. Ah! Trickery. I'm not actually this way around. There we go. We can actually talk to the person, and you can kind of see the drinks and stuff like that. Let's see if we can move that as well. So stream elements. Chat box. Let's free you and start moving you around, shall we? Come on. This is all part of the experience of streaming. There we are. Well, I could even put it on top of myself if I really wanted to, but there we go. Okay, cool. Now we're all out of the way, and we can look at the lovely pictures. Can we even see my cursor when it's on there? Yeah, we can. Okay, cool. Right. Really nice, thanks. Hey Jill, have you ever lost your identity? I've lost my ID card a couple times, yeah. No, I mean your identity. Forgotten who you are. What's the change in expression? No, not really. I did. Huh? Kira Mickey is just an artist name. At first, it was hard for me to play the part, you know. But I gained so much satisfaction from the concert, so I decided to invest myself. And I overdid it. How so? I became so invested in the character that I forgot who I was. Who I was before I became Kira Mickey? What did I like? Where does Kira Mickey end and I begin? I just don't know anymore. Sounds rough. What drove you to such a decision? The fact that I know that I'm performing a noble duty. How? You have to deal with many stressful things in everyday life. Work, debt, sickness, insecurity, the black slime that comes out of the sewers every full moon. Alright. You don't know what will await you every morning. You don't know if you'll make it back to bed that night. When measured, the cons of life outweigh the pros. That's not true. People need something to cling to. For many, I'm that thing. You are. During my concerts, they stop being themselves for 4 hours. They're not a nurse, an office worker, or a store clerk. For those 4 hours, they're just part of the mass that goes to see an idol. No religion, gender, social class divides them. They're all at the same level. Damn. When not in concert, I try to give them songs that will cheer them up, that will make their lives worth living. When I see people call my name from the stage, I know they're thanking me. Thanking me for that single moment where they can be happy. That's what I love about the stadium. I'm down below while they're up high. I'm on day 2. If forgetting who I was before means that I can protect those smiles, so be it. I'll make that sacrifice as many times as needed. Because I live for them. Because I know I helped them. I'm the star that always shines bright in the night sky. I'm a glow that will guide you through your sorrow. I'm the northern light that will show you your dreams. I'm Kira Mickey. Don't you ever forget that. Fan club, to me, we ride to the stadium. Wow. And she's something else, huh? I suddenly feel the urge to ditch my shift and follow. Do you think she's telling the truth? Give me a sec. According to this article, her real name is Michelle Kingston. Deployed about 2 years ago. She did a few variety shows with her jazz band, but went solo afterwards. Android, police girl, and an old guy? See, okay. From what I understand of the game, there are certain characters that you will meet depending on what you do in certain situations, depending on what drinks you serve them. And so I think maybe I served the right drinks to Donovan. That then meant that Kira comes. Or, no, that's it. I think maybe I served the right drinks to Say. That meant that she didn't come. Perhaps. What was all that talk then? She was drunk, and she was a very peculiar drunk. Figures. Still, quite the motivational performer though. No doubt. Boss, we're done. Alright. You feel like going to that girl's concert? Nah, I don't think so. I'll have the tickets anyway. Hey boss, does the name Red Comet ring any bells? Why is my monarchy? I don't know how to say that word. Every time it comes up, is it Monica? A little bit of Monica in my life. Is it that? I guess it's that, right? Why, that was my moniker back in my wrestling days. Huh? That's what they called me during my time in the Grand Slam fighters. They saw me coming, but couldn't stop before I crashed into their heads. Any reason for being red specifically? That way I was 3 times faster. Wow, that's very awkward of you. How did you find that out? Do you like wrestling? A client mentioned it yesterday when he saw you. I just kind of remember it. Ah, I see. I should take you to a wrestling match sometime. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe. In any case, Gil's cleaning the glasses today, so I'll leave now. Take care. Oh, and boss? Don't cram anything on your head without thinking, please. Yeah. Floor service bonus not granted. What did I do wrong? Suspicious. Don't know what it was. 2 mistakes. Oof. Oh, we could browse Kira's blog. Just having your love as a drug, buying the song will prevent her from getting too distracted. Okay. Where is it? Your love is a... yeah. There we go. Oh. Cool. That's a very sarcastic souvenir. Let's get the poster too. We're Kira Mickey stand now. A membership to Shining Fingered. I don't know what that is. What is Shining Fingered? What I Do to Relax by Mickey. It's been very hectic as of late, so I'd like to share with you what I do to relax. Sitting on rooftops. Alright, go off. I'm on the road most of the time, so I don't have a specific rooftop to relax on. Ah yes, it's important. Everyone relax on rooftops. If you're going to relax, you're going to sit down somewhere and relax. My advice, sit at a place that isn't dangerous. Or sit on a rooftop that has a balcony. That works. Anything that isn't just standing on random rooftops. If nothing else, you will get looks. I like to feel the breeze and see a beautiful vista. It makes me think about life. Tea cocktails. Oh, this is something I can't live without. Mixing tea with vodka, rum, gin, lime. You name any tasty and natural combination, I'll be all over it. I'm very careful about getting tipsy before a show, though. I wouldn't like to ruin your evening. That's all for today. See you. Cool. What's the I gotta say? Kira Mickey confirmed as the best. By Donovan Dawson. Alright. Alright. Okay, hang on. Cheers. It's really nice. Okay. We're channeling the J. Jonah Jameson. We're going for it. Now, I guess the title is also part of what he's saying here. So,
Kira Mickey confirmed. Kira Mickey confirmed as the best pop star in history. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. She's the best. Like, she had to be handcrafted this perfect. Holy moly. She's the top tier everything. And I'm baffled as to how there are still people out there hoping to be as awesome and hard and great. They can't be. It's impossible for a human to top such an achievement. I, for one, welcome our new Roboco overlord. I'm J. Jonah Jameson, and I endorse this message. It's this one. Interview. Gloria. Gloria Light and her quest for a Tino Award. In today's interview segment, we sit with Tino Award nominee Gloria Light. It's an honor to be here with you. It's my pleasure. Tell us everything. What was content blocked in your region? You telling me you don't have a VPN, Jill? That's right. If NordVPN gave me any money at all, I would shill for them. Don't think I wouldn't. Okay. Near San Francisco, rocked by a powerful earthquake. Millions saved. By Kimberly Lavalette. Oh wait, Kimberly is that lady, right? So it's a powerful 8.6 magnitude tremor has struck the area of Neo San Francisco. Unfortunately, modern science was fortunately, modern science was able to identify the quake almost an hour in advance, providing the city plenty of time to prepare for the worst. During a conference call, Glitch City's Prime Minister Quincy congratulated the rescue teams at Neo SF for its rapid response in the wake of the warning. They're an example to follow. We're certainly looking forward to implement these advancements in earthquake prediction here in our beautiful city.
Glitch City is not currently known to be a seismic zone. Do you like a news voice? There you go. That's a news voice. It's a thing. When it's real, I didn't make it up. It's when news anchors are on the news, presenting the news, and it's not like in a sort of interview style. You'll find that they have a specific way of talking, and more often than not, that's in England what we call RP, received pronunciation. But it's slightly different because they like to enunciate a lot of words that in casual English we don't. Like, if I say nothing, right, you could misconstrue nothing there as being like NUH, no thing, right? But a more received pronunciation is nothing. Yeah, you pronounce, you sort of stress certain syllables to make things seem more sort of, I guess, definite. So yeah. An attempt to do that with a Valley Girl accent was difficult, but you know, that's the fun of doing these for me. Oh, hi there. I was expecting the bar to be different before opening hours, but I guess it's just the same tired thing. Alma? Ah, Leonidas. Gillian. Marcello. I stumbled across her on my way in and asked if she wanted to tag along. Hope you don't mind. Sure, make yourself at home. Where's Boss? She didn't put the helmet on again, did she? She went out for a bit. I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare. Right, thanks. Ready. My music choice is unassailable. I guess that... Does that loop the same song? There we go. Alright. Time to mix drinks and change lives. What was that? Oh, just something they made me say back in instruction. It kind of stuck. Huh. I went to a school that made us stand up with our hands on our backs when someone came in. That habit didn't rub off until high school, so... Yeah, it's kind of like that. Oh yeah, look at this. A glass with a signature? Yeah, I'll assume it's either an autograph or an impromptu medicine recipe. That Kira Mickey girl came in here before her concert, actually. Oh yeah, I see her name here. You don't seem very surprised. I like B-Link more, actually. Stoic lurking duo, right? Yep, those. Seems you had a better day than mine yesterday. I had to break out with Damien. I see. Do you want a drink? You don't seem very surprised. Alma, we've known each other for, what, a few months now? I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went further than a week or two. You say you broke up, but there's not usually enough time to foster something to break. It's more like the guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting. And you could pretend to be more interested, you know? Well, my mum says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product. Speaking of buying, do you want a frame? A frame? Yeah, for all those pics you have of your boss. The ones filling your phone's memory. Sub seems sneakily taken at that. Is that true? What do you care? How the hell did you find that out? So it is true. Shut up. I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Oh, I really like the one of her sleeping in her office. I think I'll copy it. You. Hey, can you make me a bad touch before we keep arguing? Sure. She wants a bad touch. Naming a drink something that's like kind of wrong is not all that good. But I wouldn't name anything that I served in a pub bad touch. They just wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Is that a thing that people do? I don't think I've ever had anything that's alcoholic that's been like being groped under a table. Like, I've never had that. You know, it's not. I mean, I've been groped under a table, but I've never had a drink called that. I'm gonna shut up. Who gives these drinks their silly names? Dude, literally. Usually the one that registers it. Some people have quite the silly sense of humor. Like that girl who keeps laughing over this particular drink's name. Yeah. So, who's Damien again? The one with a nice car? Sure, he's also the manager at that bank, but that car was what caught my eye. And what's wrong with him? Turns out he was a LARPer. LARP? Live action role playing? See, okay. Here's the thing, right? If you LARP, that only means that your sort of role playing game way up there. It's way up there, right? That's the thing people don't think about, right? They go, oh, he plays D&D. Oh, he's a big nerd. That nerd has just spent 2 hours pretending to be a 4-foot-tall gnome who can make a laser crossbow, right? there's no way that he did that without being just a little bit capable of roleplay, right? There you go. Or girl. You know, girls play D&D too. You know, and I hasten to wager that the girls that I've seen play D&D are better at playing their characters. Most of them. So, there you go, I said it. Sounds like the nickname of some heavy-handed writer or a military organization? What did he roleplay as? Have you heard of the Woodstock fairs? You had to look up if LARP was a real thing. It is. It is. I actually know a couple of my friends, well, I'd like to call them my friends, go to LARPing events. Yeah. No, it's something I've always wanted to do. Because I, as you could probably tell, like to be a little theatric. And so I think like having a couple of days where I'm just somebody else would be a cool thing. But yeah. There's events where people barely dress, stink, roll in the mud and fuck in the open. Those are hippies, yeah. He frequents those, and it's something I'd rather not deal with at all. If I stayed with him, I'd eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but if it's something like that... yeah, I mean, I imagine it would be. I actually haven't been to any LARPing events, because there are some that happen around here. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like if it was long enough, if the event was long enough that you had to stay there for a while, then, yeah, it would be good. But, you know, I've never done it myself. It's on the list. It's on the list. It's one of those things. On the list, I'll tell you what's on the list. And one of them is becoming a Twitch affiliate. That's one on the list. And number 2 on the list is probably playing a live concert again. Like not live concert, like a jam night. People go to pubs and play. So I play guitar. So maybe we'll get to see that at some point. But yeah, so that's one of the things. And then I guess like after that, it would probably be going to a LARP. I think that would be fun. You just get to not be yourself for a while, and it'd just be great to, like, you know, go to a social thing where I don't have that awkwardness of being me, and having to, like, I guess put up a fake facade of myself when I can just be some sort of wacky demon man, or, you know, some sort of dude that can turn into a bear, or, you know, whatever. Like, it would be fun, right? Anyway. You see, that's the problem right there. Oh, also, what I would hasten to add is that if you're in a situation where you feel like you have to support your partner, but you don't really want to do what they want to do, just say you support them. Say you don't particularly want to join in, but that it's cool that you do that, and that's it. That's all you really need to do. Even though you're sort of together, you don't need to do everything together, and you don't need to, like, be involved with your partner at all times. Like, it's just nice to not have to do that. Yeah, and sometimes you need your space, you know. You say breaking up, but you had something formal, but most of the time you're still getting to know them. Think about it. Have you ended your longest lasting relationship for things like those? Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. Now, at least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else? Last night? Your cat doesn't count. There we go. That was messy. See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed Fuckboy over there into a closet ages ago. Fuckboy? People have different needs and priorities. Yes, but you don't miss having the warmth of someone else at your side? Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs? Putting your head on their chest, listening to them breathe as they pet your head? Dozing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you? Jill? She fucking zones out. Touchdown much. Anything I can make you do? Make you to shut up and drink? I'll have you know, my uncle Juan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking won't stop me from talking or making tasteless puns for Aunt Rose. Still, get me something weird, would you? Huh, ventriloquism. Weird? A weird drink? Yeah, something different. Experimental, uncommon. Let's see. Promo drink. Right. Gotcha. Promo drink. Zen Star. 4 of each ingredient on the rocks and mixed. Alright. Strange. That is definitely strange. I'll tell you what else have we got? So unnecessarily brown. Oh, that's good. But not what we want. Grizzly Temple? Nope. Nah, I think the Zen Star would be good. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the rocks and mix. Here. Yeah, this fits the bill. It's a promotional drink made to commemorate a movie. Read, they leapt to the chance to sell drinks that would be unmarketable otherwise. Oh. You know, your orders are weird today. They are? Yeah, usually the first thing you ask for is a Brandtini and then something like a Cobalt Velvet or something like that. Well, I sometimes feel like I need something different, you know? So it tells me part of the reason you left this Damien is because he was too deep into routine. Maybe. Hey, speaking of routines. As a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? That's the silence of someone who just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant a speech that they've prepared for occasions just like this. As always, very perceptive of you. Do you know, decades ago, there was this group of people that hacked simple sites with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves, I just remember that it was petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. They want to create this anonymous anarchist's identity. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. So what happens when that idea reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream? It's no longer a group but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything everyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. The bullshit for what's essentially a pet the press made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman. Boogeyman! You'll have to forgive me, it's almost midnight. Don't know, don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity. But it might be anything. An individual, a group, an AI. It's not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using their name. So Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also really muddied overall. There's something else that worries me though. That kind of story always catches the attention of kids and such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risks or consequences. Imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me. And that's thanks to that damned Alice Rabbit thing. See. But enough of that. There's a more pressing matter at hand. There is? Yeah, you've been delaying my invitations for hanging out for some time. hanging out sometime for too long. Oh, that. Do you hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable? No, At this rate, I might just crash your apartment. That way you can't say no. Maybe we'll also crash for the night. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, test stories all night, shower together. You know you need some human more than that place. Your tits alone fill my entire bathroom. Okay. Man, you really act too nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. I refuse. In all seriousness, though, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date. I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I'm not a morning person. I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. The earliest I've asked you out is 10 AM, you know? That's early morning by my standards. I mean, it's not that I don't want to hang out. It's just that I don't want to wake up early. You are hopeless. Anyway, we're going to need another drink. Like, say, a big Brantini. Finally, the armor right now. Alright, where are we? B. Brantini, where are you? Okay, we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ah! 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Aged and mixed. Bam and bam. There we go. You know, Brantini is such a weird name. It was originally supposed to replicate the Martini, but the problem is the BTC got hold of a brand of vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company. So on a weird whim, they changed the name. I see. You know, I was wondering. Yeah? Don't you worry about the people that you work for might be doing with the information you provide? Not really. You don't? Do you worry about what happens when the people leave this place drunk? Not really, most of the time. Well, neither do I. Why should you? Do you get people drunk? Some say my beauty is intoxicating, but that's besides the point. I get my payment, I do my job, and forget about the whole thing. You make your job sound so easy. Once you understand what precautions to take, it's no problem. I've always found my job fun. However, most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs. It's not like every day's a thrill. Do you meet with your client, or...? I don't. It's always from behind as many fillers as I can manage. I remember I once did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters. Security reasons, right? Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time providing my worth because big boobs equals small brain or something like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons, but the few times I've shown myself, they weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, but just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know. Maybe I need to show up as a disheveled nerd or something, give them something to look at, or just don't show up and save myself the trouble. What other questions? I just think I'd be curious about and always forgot to ask. So many asked rabbit headlines made me wonder about the hacking business too. Oh, I'll remember to ask you things next time then. Well, I'll take my leave now. See ya. Take care. Bleh. I'm going to settle down for a bit. Have a bit of a break. I can afford to. Time is paused. Have some more chili. Oh. Have some more chili. Oh, and I'm gonna get another drink. In fact, I'll show you the bottle. There we go. So yeah, Palmer Violet stuff. I think that's in the way. Not that you can exactly see me, but there you go. And yeah, it's nice. I like it. A friend gave it to me, so no, and it'd be nice to have something to mix it with. Or else I'll get absolutely ass blasted, and that's not what you want. I don't think the last time I got drunk on stream, like really drunk, was there really anyone that oh, chili went down the wrong way. There was really anything that was like, yeah, anyone watching. It was years ago now, but I streamed from my PlayStation. I streamed a Mortal Kombat 11 stream, and yeah, I remember saying some choice things about Geras, I think is his name. Nothing bad per se, but I was just extra drunk. I remember like getting up to pee and just like knocking into a bookshelf I had near my desk. Oh, pardon me. So yeah, I try not to get that drunk now, but sometimes it can't be helped. Well, it can be helped. You just don't do it. But I mean, you know me. Okay, I have no idea what this guy's gonna look like. Hello, Sugar. Ow. Hello, Mr. Oh, right. Hello, Mr. Donovan.
Like my pop used to say, never touch the ass of a woman with metallic arms.
I think it's more like plastic and carbon fiber.
They're hard as fuck. And that's all my abdomen felt.
Do you normally greet people that way?
I'm a man that can't contain himself when he sees something he likes, kid.
Best girl. What, you mean Donovan?
Oh, but don't worry. You're safe. You're flat out in the field in my summer house.
Oh, wow.
Bit of advice. You shouldn't provoke the ones serving you drinks or food.
Oh, wait, no, it's me. Oops. Bit of advice. You shouldn't provoke the ones serving you drinks or food.
Well, don't be offended, kid. You have your audience. It's not part of it. Today, I'm making this a quick one. I've got a business to attend to. Having said that, I'll just have the usual.
The usual, he says. 3 days. And he already has a usual drink. Yeah, usually getting a usual drink is like, it takes a while, right? Can't just expect it to happen. This guy. Right. The usual.
Glad to see that being offended doesn't affect your service.
I'm not offended, I'm just irked. What brings you today, Mr. Donovan?
And the girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple of weeks. So I was working to cinch an exclusive interview.
Did you succeed?
Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan D. Dawson. I always get what I want. Sure, I had to blackmail the editors of other outlets, but the end result is what matters.
It's not always what matters. Sometimes you gotta be really careful about tact. If you don't have tact, then you don't have anything. See, wait, blackmail?
You'd be surprised at the kind of stuff you find out when you get right people drunk. Huh? Hey, the signature on the glass over there.
Oh, yeah.
That big-titted Linum was here.
She came yesterday before the concert, yeah.
Anything juicy come out of that visit?
No?
Gossip-worthy?
No.
Tabloid-worthy?
No.
Come on, there has to be something.
Well, I love what she does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be ashamed.
Oh, don't give me that shit. Throw me a bone here, anything.
I've got nothing.
Everyone has a price. How much for you to spill the beans?
I'm serious here. She said nothing that could be used against her, or that you didn't already know.
Fine. Hey kid, do you think Linum have nipples?
That's actually, you know, Philip K. Dick. He did the story for Blade Runner when it was called "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?" Right? He wrote the book. The lesser-known sequel to that book is "Do Androids Have Nipples?" Kind of like a H.P. Lovecraft, August Derleth kind of thing. You know, it's a different guy, but technically the same story. It involves Deckard hunting prostitutes and trying to figure out if they have nipples. Excuse me? You would?
I mean, I've seen a couple of pornos where they have them, but they could be modded, you know? So yesterday, while interviewing that sitting and little chick, I kept wondering if those tits had nipples. I mean, I'd be fine without them, but the curiosity is killing me. I'm even more curious about the engineers that design them. You picture a room full of people discussing whether or not the tits on the linen look good.
Bunch of guys. Oh. I'm going to say that differently, because saying it in that way is not right.
A bunch of guys and a lesbian engineer wondering if the latest model's vagina is good enough. Man, God bless those sons of bitches.
I guess, for a real world comparison, I guess we could look to the sex doll industry, right? So, you have to assume that that kind of thing happens. There's a conversation about designing vaginas, right? It's got to be someone's job. And it is kind of interesting that, like, there has to be someone who talks about it. There has to be someone who's like, ah, yes, no, Johnson. Oh, yes. Oh, the designs on the vagina are great. You know? Like, there's a vagina architect somewhere out there that works for Fleshlight. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We'll get back to the game. Any interesting preview of tomorrow's news?
You expect me to share my information when you wouldn't share your scoop on a singer?
I can't share when there's nothing to share.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I might be having trouble doing his voice, to be honest.
Maybe it's just gonna have to be a little bit more like this. Less ash on my throat. I'm gonna be a good citizen today and let this one pass. Have you heard of a group called the Harbingers?
Not really, no.
There's some group wanting to overthrow the right knights. I read they ran a festo in the bathroom once. Interesting piece and even better makeshift toilet paper. They talk about how the organization is corrupt, full of mob bosses or something like that.
I think I've heard about that somewhere. What of them?
They sent a message to some outlets saying they have proof of their claims. I'm gonna release it to the public tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be interesting to see. I think.
Alright. Alright, good. Give me a bleeding jade so I can call it a day.
Alright. Let's get the man to drink that he wanted. This is dinner and a show if you bought dinner. You know what? It's interesting, he hasn't said anything at all about the article. Which leads me to believe that maybe he did actually write it. Here.
That's simple enough for you, I see. So, this is Tennessee's bar, is that true?
Yeah.
Never thought I'd hear about the undefeated of the West again. Also, of that incident with the Bears. Where is she?
She's out running some, bears?
6 years ago, a cash-strapped Tennessee entered an underground ring for money. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears. She beat them all without killing them. Actually set them free afterwards, too.
You were there?
I was drunk and bored. What can I say?
Do you know if she lost her arm there?
I can't remember, too drunk. Maybe she had a prosthetic then, too. I heard someone there suggest she lost it after throwing a baseball out of some stadium. She worked so hard her arm fell off. But that sounds more like an unsubstantiated rumor.
And also, physically impossible. Don't worry. Well, unless, I guess if you have a disease already, then it's possible. But if you have a disease like that, and you're at a baseball game, and you have enough energy to pick up a ball, I don't think you have much to worry about. But if you do have something to worry about, and if you are in that position, I'm sorry.
Well, I gotta go. Next time you see Dana, thank her for winning me my second yacht. I knew betting on her was the right choice.
Yeah, so this guy saw 6 bears and 1 woman, and bet on the woman. Fair enough.
Yeah. Another break.
Another break halfway through day 3. Yeah. I can't remember what day 4 is. I can't remember how many days there are. I think it's a month, right? Or in November or something? No, break is in the game. Not as in the game's broken, as in the game, like, we got halfway through the day.
Ah, boss.
Oh, wait. My bad. Ah, boss, you're back. Yeah, sorry about not being here earlier. What were you doing? Oh. Alright, so I didn't want to just drop a name with no info, so I put a staff thing to go. The game I mentioned is called Paradise Overlap. It's on itch.io. I said it doesn't have a Twitch filter, but it might be possible to avoid the loot stuff. I lost my save, and I'm lazy to play it enough to check it right now, although the whole point of the game is to get those, so it doesn't offer much in terms of gameplay or reading. Ah, thought break would be longer. Oh, right, yeah, no. It literally just like, because the game is structured like a work day, we got to the break, so we saved. I'll probably have like an actual break when we do the day. But yeah, I mean, it sounds interesting. I don't know if I can recommend it with it being lewd. But if you want that kind of game, there it is. I had a brief meeting with my BDC regional manager. Oh, everything alright? That's alright, it can be, considering we're closing eventually. When will that happen? I don't know. Brian said we'll be safe for a few months while the paperwork is filed and everything's put in order. Oh. I was also talking to him about you. About me. Yeah, I was telling him to do whatever it takes to ensure you don't spend too much time without a job. If possible, to reassign you as soon as possible after closing. Hey, if it helps, Brian might be the angriest of us all. Well, when I close the only bar in the whole area that hasn't given me any headaches, he said. Huh. What about Gil? He's the one that worries me the most, actually. He's kind of working using the credentials of another guy that was working here before. Who? The one who bought a levitation potion and then threw himself off a building. Ah, yes, the levitation potion story. Probably not a good idea to stream Paradise Overlap, eh? Okay. I'll give it a try. You use weird euphemisms, boss. Anyway. I find it hard to believe that Gil would find a job after all this. Just who is Gil? I have an idea of who he is, but I'm still putting pieces together. Anyway, back to work. Imminent closure is no excuse to slack off. Yes, sir. You guys do know I can hear you, right? Excuse me, is this the VA11-HALL-A bar? It is indeed. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh god, what is Say planning now? Excuse me? I want a drink whose name was changed after many women protested. Can you get me that? Sure. Drink. That name was changed after people protested. Nope. I thought it had something to do with crevices. I thought maybe they changed the crevice when it was called something else. Originally called Pretty Woman, but too many people complained there should be a Piano Woman if there was piano room. Man, there we go. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 of those, and 3 of those, and 3 of these. And a aged, and a bow, and a down. There we go. Easy. There you go. Very nice. Thank you so much. So, say, miss. I'm Stella Hoshi. My pleasure. Yeah, I know her. She's been here before, yes? Yep. In fact, I'm glad you know her because she left this here last time. Oh, God. She left her helmet behind. Again. Not the first time, huh? Her helmets have been picked up by all sorts of people in the last 3 months. Ballets, nurses, morticians, fire jugglers. She's been lucky enough to always leave it with people who return it, at least. Oh, there's quite a few people. She's as much of a sociable girl as she is a total klutz. At least when she's not being serious. She's very competent when she puts her mind to it. I see. So did she recommend you come to this place, or? We're meeting here today. I can see why she did choose this place. It's the kind of place she likes. Say, is that Clara Miki's autograph on that glass? Seems like the glass is a conversation starter. Nice. Yeah, it is. How did you get it? She stopped here yesterday, just before the concert. Hey! Honestly, like, if it's been a couple of months, years, something like that, I'd definitely say give it a shot. Because the thing is that over time, our sensibilities change just as people, right? And so the things that I would never have enjoyed, I would never even have bought this game years ago if it weren't for the fact that my tastes changed from when I was slightly younger to then. And even then it was like a sort of risky purchase, because I was like, oh, it's weird, kind of anime, and it's, you know, sort of a visual novel, which I don't normally play much of. But then I was like, but it's also a bartending simulator, so like it's kind of interesting. And then I bought it, and yeah, it's great. I like it. As I've said, like, there are things, like sometimes the music isn't, you know, fitting, but I just realised you can do that. There you go. Give it a go. If it helps, stream it in the Discord, and I'll do the voices. How does that sound? I wonder if you could probably get a mod that like gives it a voice acting. I mean, she did. Yeah, nice girl. Can I see it? Sure. Yep. This star-like signature is hers. So your name's Jill, then? Yes. Ain't this nice? Here we go. Do you like her, Miss Stella? Just call me Stella. I do. Whenever you hear her songs, you always feel with so much energy and happiness. Ah, yes, you even opened up with a new version of Shine Spark. I'm so vexed I couldn't purchase a ticket for this one. New version? Yes, I had a leak from the event. It felt more, I don't know how to put it, hot-blooded. I see. She definitely took the dark act too far. Oh, excuse me for a second. Hello, where the hell are you? Car crash? Oh, you're helping. Will it take a look? Alright. Yeah, don't worry. I take it that was safe? Yes. Will you wait for it? I will. In the meantime, I feel like having another drink. One of us prepared in memory of the creator's dearest friend. Alright. Drink in honor of an old friend. Well. Oh. Old friend. Right. It's a manly drink, if I remember right. Or is it? Spicy. Spicy. Fringe Reaper? Alright. go back to 1. Okay. Oh, it's named after the song. It's named after the "You and me, baby, we ain't nothing but mammals." I see. Okay. That makes more sense now. Old friend. PG-rated show's favorite beer. That's since 2020. So it doesn't have any of the commentary in it, which means it's non-alcoholic. Oh. Mostly for fans of the movie it was used in. Okay. Okay. A fedora with perfume and a plum. In honor of a good friend. None of them. None of them stood out to me as something that would be like a good friend to drink, you know? Blue Fairy? Okay. I don't know. I am gonna go with it being the Piano Man. I remember there being a drink though. That was that. Is this the one you had in mind? Yes, exactly. Thank you. I did it. May I ask you something that might be personal? It isn't about my eye, is it? No, it's not. Or at least I don't think so. I just don't get so many cat boomers. So it's something I've been curious about. Did you go through the procedure because of a disease or because of the fad? Before I was born, I was diagnosed with nanomachine rejection. So it had to be done, otherwise I would have died shortly after birth. I'm a bit on the weak side because of it though. Oh. My eyes, hang on. Might have to put some eye drops in. It's gonna be a strange process to do if I've got potentially even 2 people watching, so give me 1 second. Alright. Bing. We are back. Well, at least I am anyway. Where were you, bum? I'm sorry if I overstepped. I don't mind. It's always nice to dispel the idea that my parents are just into the fad. Put the lid on it, yeah, I did. You seem to know your drinks, Joe. Well, I guess I've read a bit more than the recipe book. Do you like alcohol? Yeah, but not in the usual way. I don't drink that much outside of canned beer. But their colours, their stories, the way you need to keep them stored, the designs. It sounds a bit silly when I say it out loud. Not at all. Do you collect them or anything like that? Actually, yeah, I started with my grandpa's collection and I've been slowly growing it. It's been hard because of my debts, but I managed little by little. Do you like alcohol? I'm here, right? But I'm normally more of a social drinker. Unless it's with somebody, I don't tend to drink much. I see. Sorry I'm late. Welcome. You took your sweet time. Yeah, sorry. I got caught in the rush. Our traffic, too. I figured walking might be faster. Luckily, there was a building with emergency stairs nearby and I climbed down. Climbed down? I took an air cab. Oh. I would suggest using ground transportation, but I'm happy to see you put safety first. Safety? No. Flying cars are just way cooler. I still don't understand why they don't give you motion sickness. If I find out how I avoid it, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, I'll have whatever she orders next. I'd like a drink that was... You're at it again? You and your cryptic orders always leaving us with weird stuff. Hey, I expect only the best from whoever serves me. I need to be able to answer these kind of orders. Still, I'm sure you're wearing poor Jill out here with all that kind of stuff. Oh, she's done quite well so far, actually. Really? Thank you. Whatever, just order something normal, would you? That'll be 2 fringe weavers then. You'll have 2 drinks at once? No, we're sharing. What, like half a glass for each? Isn't it better if it's 1 for each? Don't worry, you'll see. 2 fringe weavers. Okay, cool. That's easy. Bam. Fringe weaver. 1 of them. 9 of them. Yep. You know what? Oh, no, we can't. Can't do 9 and 9. Because if I do that... Oh. There we go then. Alright. And then... Bam. And then... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And bam. And we have 2 fringe reavers. 2 fringe reavers. So, this one's for you, and this one's for me. You said whatever I asked for, right? Oh, that way you could have said so. Oh, that way. You could have said so earlier. Oh, yeah, here. Hey, so that's where I left my helmet. Thanks. You really need to be more careful with your things. Yeah, but I have spares. Those spares should be saved for when the one you're using breaks or malfunctions, not when you lose it. Those helmets cost money, you know. Yeah, sorry. Should I say that boss got her head stuck because of a jam button? Speaking of money, you're still going to that meeting at the bank tomorrow? Yep. You worried? I'll refrain from that. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Don't be. It'll be fine. Rumors are just rumors. Rumors? They say something might happen at the bank tomorrow. But with all the tension in the air lately, it's hard to know if it's true. As if the fear-mongering wasn't enough, the people have also started spreading baseless rumors. Just yesterday, I had to stop a group of rampaging youngsters that heard the city would be leveled by bombs. Everyone's on edge. Yeah. I know you're worried, but I have to go there. It's orders from the higher ups. Tell me something. If somebody came after me, do you think they'd stand a chance? You're quite strong, but I'll take something to protect myself. Be prepared for anything. Does that make you feel safer? Maybe. I'll tell you what. After I come back, we'll get some ice cream. That way you can vent all your frustrations. Alright. Seems my vehicle is here to pick me up. You coming, say? Nah, I'll stay here a bit longer. Okay then. Take care. Bye. She's such a worrywart. That means she cares about you. I've never doubted. Say, why does my helmet smell like bacon? Bacon? Not that I mind, just curious. Well, you know how some things absorb the smell of what's nearby. It must have grabbed it from one of the ingredients. I see. Do you believe all that stuff about tensions growing with that anarchist group trying to disband the White Knights? To tell you the truth, I am a bit worried. Even in my division, there's some shady business going on, but I don't want to investigate too deeply. What kind of business? Ah! That was in character. From what I understand, things like working with human traffickers or drug dealers, letting them act as they wish. Some even say that the ones that do get apprehended are the ones that have failed them in some way. Stella always says the White Knights are just glorified mall security. She says that if they've been proven without a doubt that there's some shady business going on, Zaibatsu Corp's main branch would separate themselves from the whole White Knight division. Something about the Associates' fear of bad PR resulting in them moving to the BTC? Sounds plausible. Yeah, kinda worries me though, because I really like my job. And I guess a similar fear exists among the upper ranks. Lately they seem restless. Too much politics, huh? It hurts my brain. I just want to rescue people and help them. I just want to do my job without worries of politics of any kind. What are you doing at the bank tomorrow? My colonel needed to relay some information to the manager, and I was picked because he trusted me. Well, he said, "You're such a simpleton, I'll never give the wrong message." But it's his intention that counts. Oh. Finally, the Dorothy has come back to Valhalla. Please refrain from doing those sitcom-like entrances. You're disturbing other clients. Oh, come on. You know the audience would have gone wild with that one. And besides, you make it sound like you have a full house. We have a full house. There's 2 people. It's uncommon to see you here 2 days in a row. I wanted to grab something before starting my shift. Grab something before they start grabbing me, should you say. Hey, are you having a drink? Can I buy you one? Why yes, thank you! Honey, you should follow her example and offer me drinks more often. We'll see. What are you having? I'll have what she's having. I've got the perfect thing. Let's have a blue fairy. One for both? One for each. Alright. Blue fairy. I could do that. I can give you one of those. See, I quite like doing this kind of stuff in games. Even like the Monster Hunter cooking. What's that? Yeah, no, I didn't do it right. Yeah, like the Monster Hunter cooking, where you like ding doo 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 ding doo 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 ding. That I could sit there and do that all day. I could sit there and cook jaggy steaks all day, like legitimately would. Right, might be something that's on the cards for a stream in the future. We do like what is it, Portable Third? That's the really good ROM. So we'll do that. Hey, this is pretty good. See? And it's blue like your hair. It is. So, what's your name, sweetie? Call me Say. Alright, Say. I'm Dorothy. Say. Yes. Say. Yes. Say. Say. Why did you just buy me a drink? I thought you were cute as a button, so I wanted to invite you to join me. Wow, you have to be the first person to offer me a drink without having an ulterior motive. And that includes fuckboy over there. What do you mean? Trust me, when you work in my kind of field, you learn to read cues from everything. And this girl is simple to a fault. How so? You're the what you see is what you get type. That look in your face is one that simply sees no point in lying. Coupled with the fact that you're here in what looks like your work attire tells me you're so married to your job that sex is too far down your priority list to notice its existence. So, if you invited me to a drink because you found me cute, and that's the extent of it, I believe you. Thank you. You said that she's the first one, but what about Deal giving you a ticket the other day? Who? Oh yeah, the Lilith with the dogs. No, he doesn't count. He looked like a humanoid Matt. Ouch. You seem very perceptive, Dorothy. But I'm not too far behind. How so? How so? I can tell your body is heavily modded, things that you shouldn't even have. Your tongue is a BB069 with DNA scanning capabilities. Your skin is coated with an anti-radiation finish. Your joints are of the premium extra flexible variety. And most important thing, your hands. What about them? I don't know how modded your body is under your clothes. The tongue, the joints, and the skin are merely interesting. But your hands are the MIRD 113 of Rialto Industries, a model designed to shoot Class 5 bullets from its fingertips. So, Clause G of Article 17 and the Augmentations and Modifications Law on the topic of ballistic augmentations. Any humanoid or sapient creature under civilian designation that has upgraded any of its person to hold firearms of Class 3 grade or higher will either be commissioned for disarmament or sent to danger zones. What? What are you gonna do? Nothing. Huh? I'm not in law enforcement, I just do rescue. And even if I was, I'm not on duty right now. Oh. I just want to know. Why go through with that upgrade? A girl's gotta take care of herself, you know? I want to be able to deal with things if they get ugly. And this is the most discreet mod I had. Or at least, I thought so. Oh, yeah. Okay then. Can I give you some advice? I guess? The reason I could tell It's not your default hand model, it's your fingertips. The tips are a little bigger to make the cannons fit. You get a small mod, changes them into disposable tips. Assuming they're being used for self-defense, not regular use, of course. I see. Well, I gotta go. Ah, yes, another thing. If you aim for the arms or the legs, once is self-defense, any more is assault. Yeah. Bye, Dorothy. Bye, Joe. Bye-bye. Please come again. I thought she was gonna take me away. They would put my mind on a vacuum cleaner for 3 years. 2 if I behave well. That's what happens when you underestimate people. Although, I'm tempted to ask, about what? DNA reading tongue? Very prehensile, intuitive. Also, it vibrates. Extra flexible joints? Do you really need to ask? Anti-radiation coating. Hey, my skin's first tool of the trade. I need to take care of it as much as possible. And it makes it feel so soft, no matter how much it's been battered. Alright then. So you fancy yourself with the Viner? Reading people and all? Not really. I'm just quite good at reading people. I guess it's a byproduct of dealing with so many people on a daily basis. It's a bit surreal to hear that from a Linen. What can you say about me then? Let's see, you're very, very, very sexually frustrated. It's not the act itself, but rather that your partners can't seem to satisfy you on a deeper level. There's an even deeper frustration, something that's blocking you. Maybe there's someone you know won't return your feelings? Maybe you were hurt in the past? Thus your demeanor is that of someone who feels like life is playing tricks on her. Like a dog whose owner never really throws the ball. Oh boy, did I actually hit the nail on the head? I was making this stuff up on the fly. All that was just rubbish, I say, because it's right 90% of the time. Generic bullshit, if you will. You'd be surprised at the amount of sexual frustration people hold. I can't read you, honey. You're too good at putting on a professional face. But it definitely gives you more insight into you. Lucky, lucky. Are you late or something? I am, but if you let these satisfy your frustrations, I could stall for some time. Go. Fine. Bye, honey. Artificial intelligence has come rather far, eh? One wonders how artificial it remains. Shut up, fuckboy. Everything done? Yeah. Hey boss, this might seem random, but do you remember the first time I came to the bar? When you came to submit your contract? Yeah, why? Well, for some reason I've just been hung up on it since this morning, and I just realized why. The visage that welcomed me back then was Gil trying to pull your hand out of a jar. Oh yeah, that! I can't remember what exactly, but something fell inside and I tried to retrieve it. I just kind of put my hand in and it got stuck. It was a French jar too, so I couldn't just break it. Hey Gil, how did you get my hand out of that jar? That was a straw and some butter. Oh yeah, clever solution. Yeah, that brings me to the random thought. That incident, the helmet yesterday, the many times your foot got stuck on something for stomping it. Boss, why do you get stuck in so many different things? Huh? And you mentioned it. I remember this one time she tried to eat a big sandwich and her jaw got stuck. Then there was that incident with the TV. I'll admit my fault with others, but the TV incident was not my fault. Assembly instructions for that stand should have labeled their Z's and S's better. You saw what happened when I switched the S2 piece with the 50... You saw what happened when I switched the S2 piece with the 5Z one? Still, Joe's on to something here. Yes, She is. Now, go and clean the dishes, and you can leave for the day. I'd like to think she'll make an effort to avoid getting stuck in things from now on. I want to believe. Oh, everything will turn out right in the end. Don't worry. 300. Nice. 0 mistakes. Alright. We did good. Happy not birthday. What? Alright. Happy not birthday, I guess. Bit weird. Okay, right. What should we do? I have a decent amount of money, so why not? There we go. Okay. I think what we're going to do here is my eyes are like... I'm trying to force them open. We're going to save. And I'm going to chill out for a bit. We'll keep the game running for the audio. I have to do it while on camera. Oh. Well. That was that. Cheers to the Discord opening. If this wasn't your kind of game, I can understand that. We will be playing Phantasy Star Universe again tomorrow. Because, as you saw last time, I blew up when fighting the final boss. And so we're starting over. So, yeah. We're on Typical Lives, I think. We're halfway through Wrath and Meadow. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be good. And then I've got 4 days where I'm not doing anything, but there's going to be still uploads to my YouTube channel, so go check that out. And in the meantime, go and check the Discord. And yeah, you can see, well, you might not see my stupid face, but you'll at least see me there. And you can come say hi and talk about how much you hate my impressions and about Phantasy Star, about literally anything. I'll entertain you in some level in conversation, I'm sure. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be me for now. I hope you enjoyed. If you're watching this as a VOD, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a nice drink handy. And yeah, this will probably be all one thing. I'm just going to whack it up at some point. I'll try and like stitch it together a bit because it broke a bit. That's just the sort of thing that happens. You end up with these kind of problems, and since I don't record these on my local computer, not much I can do about them. So there you go. But I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you enjoyed our takes on the game. And yeah, we will see you tomorrow at the same 8 PM time, at the same Twitch place, with the same gin probably. This is very nice. Kudos to the person that gave it to me, because this is really nice. And I kind of like the tie. I don't know. Makes me look very professional. Very professional. But it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. It makes me look cool. Maybe if I'm going out somewhere. But yeah, I've been wearing shorts this entire time. I'm wearing like board shorts. I really do feel like a news anchor, because I guarantee you that some of those news anchors are wearing short shorts. Especially in the hotter countries, they gotta be. I would not wear a suit in this weather. In this weather? Nah. Nah, you're getting... Unless you're paying me money, or it's like government like policy, or like the done thing, like there's a social reason for me to do it, maybe. But just like apropos of nothing, like going out somewhere fancy, sorry chief, it's smart casual and I'm probably wearing the shorts. It's an interesting development. I never used to wear shorts. Thinking about things. But yeah, no, there's stuff that you can go click. You can click Discord. You can go to YouTube. You can watch some more stuff. I think that's tomorrow. I think we still have Fantasy Star stuff. No, we have Fantasy Star stuff coming out on Tuesday. I think tomorrow is still more Final Fantasy and System Shock. We're getting down on the System Shock stuff. I completed it like ages ago, but I did some very long streams with System Shock. So they weren't like marathons, but they were like long streams of me walking around and getting absolutely confused and just doing the me thing. You know, the one where I babble about random tat and stuff and talk about life stories and things like that. What I'm hoping to give to YouTube and Twitch is a space where your strange uncle who lives in Britain talks about his life and about random life events, whilst also giving the air that he doesn't know what he's doing. And occasionally he wears a tie and sunglasses. Where's sunglasses go? I don't know. See if wearing sunglasses actually gets me more views. Here we go. I don't understand why they look like they're so skew-if. They're balanced perfectly on my nose. Is it the arms? Are the arms crooked? No. It's just how they are sat on my face and the angle of the camera. For a moment there, this reminded me of like old commercial music. Just sit there and like stare at the screen. You tell I'm British. British people have funny teeth joke. Okay. Yeah. VOD's coming out for this at some point, so if you missed anything, it's all there. And yeah, check out the Discord. It's up. I'll be playing some more multiplayer games at some point, so that'll be your place to come watch and be a part of it, and maybe even stream it with me. You know, I'm all for people, you know, coming along and putting their voice in and hanging out. Sounds like a cool idea. Alright. Peace. Peace. And drink responsibly. If you've been drinking. If you haven't been drinking, drink responsibly. Don't explode. Alright, I'm done now. Bye.